Y'all already know what time it is. Sit back, relax, grab your little snacks, tune in for this tea. It's story time. Yeah, I said it backwards. Y'all already know. Before we get into it, like the video. It helps so much. Leave anything in the comments. Make sure you are subscribed for when your girl posts. Follow my social medias. They in the description. I've been MIA on social media. I've been going through a lot of, look, it's my baby's, birthday month. Cause yeah, she don't be playing. So I've been doing a lot of stuff. If y'all see smoke, it's this incense. Hold up. I don't know what I'm gonna title this, but okay. Listen, I really do. I feel like I've lived several lives. I used to do a little hair back in the day. I used to do a little nail back in the day. I used to do a lot of things back in the day. Like if I really sat down and had to write it down, the paper would be full, long and full. But at this time, I was doing a little hair. And when I say doing hair, I mean, I can bump and curl you, I can wind you up. Maybe even glue a few tracks in if you already got the setup. I could just help you glue a few missing tracks in. I can't glue your whole head and you're gonna look stupid. And it's crazy because when I be like, yeah, I can do this on myself, and people be like, oh, do it on me. I can't. I don't know your head. I only know my head and face. So whatever I can do it on me, not you. So there's this one girl that hit me up. Her name, I'm gonna name her Dria. And I knew Dria through the girl, my quote unquote best friend at the time that I called Chelsea. So at this time, my signature hairstyle, wand curls. So I used to wand curl my hair, and it used to start like right here, and it'll be real tight, and it was like fire red. So yeah, she hit me up and she was like, girl, can you do my hair like yours? I'm like, okay, cool. It's crazy because I didn't say like, no, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if I got the time. I said, okay, yeah, bet, whatever. She was like, no, please, I can pay you $25, like if you need the, like, I guess the extra reassurance that I was gonna do her hair. I'm like, yeah, and I can pick you up and blah, 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 because we can do it at my house. I'm like, you damn sure wasn't gonna do it at my house because my aunt don't like nobody at her house. So she come pick me up on a day. I'm like, cool, $25, I could use that, girls, because quiet as kept. I was, I needed that 25. I meet her on the street over because I never really gave nobody my aunt address. I always used to give them the street over. She pull up in her man car and we go. She was like, yeah, we got to pick up my sister and then go to the beauty supply. So, okay, cool. Me, I'm like, do I ask for the 25 before or after? Before. Because I need that. I already calculated that 25 into, my plans. I already calculated it into my pocket. Y'all, we gonna get the sister. The sister is at Jack in the Box. We go pick her up. She like, you want something? I'm like, no, because I really, y'all, at this time, I just used to always be trying to lose 10 pounds. I feel like all my life I've been trying to lose 10 pounds. I'm like, no, I'm trying to lose 10 pounds. So I wasn't really no eater. What? Like, I used to eat one time a day. Like, for real. It was weird. Get the sister across the street was a beauty supply. So we go up to the beauty supply. And they was like, you coming in, you staying, they said you coming in or you staying in the car. So I'm like, I'm gonna stay in the car because my aunt just started texting me. And I'm like, if she called me, I'm not finna get embarrassed. She started texting me, why you leave your grandma in the house by herself? Da, 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 da. I'm like, listen, I put on the Food Network drivers, dine-ins, and dives. Y'all know that Guy Fieri show? That's my show. So I put that on for she is not by herself. Guy Fieri is right there with her. Okay, stop playing with me. Like, mama gotta have a life too, Jody. I'm not gonna be stuck in the house all day. Like, I don't care if it was anything. You could have asked me if I wanted to walk to Walmart. Yes, anything to get out this house. So anyway, we going back and forth. She like, she going off on me. She like, you better be in the house by this time. I told her, listen, bitch, I'm not a little girl. No, I'm just playing. I said, but I'm doing my friend here. Da, 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 da. You better be home at this time. I'm like, okay, whatever. She probably said like 8 o'clock, something absurd, especially for my age. I was like, okay. Fast forward, they come out, they don't got nothing. So I'm like, okay, maybe they figured they ain't need nothing. They got everything out the house. So we pull up to her house, which was literally like down the street. And I was like, we doing it down here. She was like, nah, you could go up to my room. We doing it in my room. Cause I have been to her house before. So I'm walking up the stairs. Tell me why her brother is there. Her brother is walking by at the same time I'm coming up the stairs. And he was like, should I say that? No. He just talked to me and he was like, the last thing he said to me was like, don't go do that dumb shit with them. And I'm like, what you talking about? And he was like, don't go do that dumb shit with them. They always on some bullshit. Don't let them have you on no bullshit. And I was like, okay. Like, what you mean? So he was like, you know what I mean, which I really didn't know what he meant, but he was for sure that I knew what he meant. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just about to go sit up in her room and kick my legs on her bed. I'm just about to go sit up in her room and swing my legs on her bed until she finally come up in here. Fast forward, she finally come up and she got like bags full of hair and glue and everything I need to do her like wand curls, right? Because she wanted me to sew some extra tracks in. So she walked in the room with all this stuff in her hand. And I'm like, girl, you ain't even need to go to the beauty supply. Y'all got the beauty supply. She was like, girl, I just got this. Or she said something like that. And I'm like, where you get this from? Like, where did this just come from? She was like, the store we just left, like the beauty supply store we just left. I'm like, huh? Confused, perplexed, because they ain't have no bag, no purse. They didn't even have a wallet. Where did you put all of this? Girl, they stuffed it down their pants and put their shirt over it. Hello? I didn't know people was doing that back then. I was not a thief at this point. My kleptomaniac days came way later down. Like, I was a little bit older when I was kleptomaniac. That's embarrassing. But no, for real, I did. Like, I wasn't stealing at this point. I probably took a lip gloss or a bubble gum before. And yeah, that's it. So I'm like, okay, then y'all, I'm in her room, right? Get to sitting down, and she like just talking like, yeah, I think I'm on this pack. Can you glue in a few of these pieces? And da 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 da. I'm looking around her room. I'm seeing clothes, because I'm thinking her room just junky. Okay, whatever. My room be junky sometimes too. I'm looking around. I'm seeing clothes with tags. You know them ink tags that you gotta pop off? Not pop off. You're supposed to go up to the register and they're supposed to take it off. But she still got ink tags on a lot of her clothes. A lot of her clothes was just looking very much stolen. And I'm like, oh, she had said something. I don't know what the girl said. And I was like, you be stealing? I promise you I was that ignorant friend. I promise you I was. Like, it didn't used to click, Steven. Like, I used to be very, very ignorant. Like, and then a little bit dingy on top of that. I don't know what was wrong with me. But yeah, sometimes it used to come to me a little slower than most. So I was like, oh, you be stealing? She was like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, because her mama was there. I'm like, girl, my bad, you be stealing though? Oh, I know what she was saying. She was saying stuff like, all you need is your 5 fingers. Because she invited me to go to TJ Maxx with them after. And I'm like, girl, what the hell is that TJ Maxx? TJ Maxx to me was just like Burlington Coat Factory. It's crazy because I love me some Burlington Coat Factory now. But back then, I'm like, ain't nothing that Burlington Coat Factory, TJ Maxx, and Ross for me. Ain't nothing there for me. So she was like, yeah, you want to go to TJ Maxx? And I'm like, no, for what? I don't got no money, damn near. Like, you know, I was like, nah. And she was like, girl, all you need is your 5 fingers. Da 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 da. And I'm like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. What the fuck he's gonna do? Like, you know what? Clicking did. That's what I was like. Oh, you be stealing. Oh, bitch, why you just didn't say that? I don't speak code. I'm a little slow. So it clicked that she be stealing, right? So she said something like, yeah, so you coming with us? And I'm like, nah, girl, I don't be stealing. Like, I don't be on that. So she was like, girl, you could just come with us. We ain't really finna do much. Like, I don't know. She tried to sugarcoat it. I'm like, I'm cool. Cause quiet as it's kept, I need to get my ass back home. I wanted it. Excuse me, wasn't supposed to be gone. But I needed that 25. I'm like, okay, the 25 really set it in stone. That's why I left. Okay, risk my freedom. I told her like my grandma was left alone and this, that, and the third. And she was like, girl, it's okay. Like, we ain't gonna be that long. Like, I just want a few things and then my sister would take you right home. Cause did I say that she pulled up in her man car? Basically, she pulled up in her man car. Then when she picked up her sister ended up driving, right? So yeah, I guess the sister finna ride us around now. So I bust them curls up in her head, glued in the tracks, did what I do, right? And I'm like 5-10 minutes done from being done doing her hair. We hear a loud ass thunder crack, like it's finna rain. First of all, it's already hot and humid outside. She seen my curls leaning to the side. Okay, they about 2 days old, but they ain't even look like this. They was worse. They probably look like these pieces that's not even curled no more. And I'm like, girl, okay, you want it 25, I'm gonna do it. But now it's finna rain on top of everything. Must be insane. Wrap it up. Call it a day. Call it quits, okay? So yeah, this whole time her brother walking in and out back and forth her room. And me and her brother, it wasn't like we liked each other or nothing. We was just real cool. And he kept coming in and out, talking about like, yeah, don't have her on that bullshit I'll be on, da 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 da, like going in, right? And mind you, the brother was older. So yeah, he was for real. Anyway, I'm done with her hair now. And she was like, girl, just come to TJ Maxx with us. We ain't gonna do nothing. So you say you don't steal, so we ain't gonna do nothing, okay? We ain't gonna do nothing, promise. You know? So I'm like, all right. But then after that, I need to go home because like my grandma, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, she was like, okay, cool. It's pouring, raining. So I'm like, I need an umbrella because, you know, my hair. But I mean, I cared, but I didn't care because if I needed to, I'd just run out like that. So her brother was like, wait, hold up. I'm gonna get you an umbrella and I'm gonna walk you out. So he get an umbrella, walk us out. But before he walked us out, he told me again. And it was like, he was saying it for a reason. I don't know why I didn't listen. I'm just thinking like, oh boy, you trying to be somebody daddy, hush, be quiet. Because that's what they would always say. Like, I'm gonna call him John. John think he's somebody daddy. Like, tell John he ain't nobody fucking daddy, da da da. So I'm like, oh, you trying to be you, they for real, you know? I don't know. So he was like, don't be on that shit, daddy. And it's crazy that he would preach to me and he got caught up in the B&E. Like, he was I feel like he was a very, very good person, but he got caught up in the wrong stuff. And I think he's still in jail for it. Probably not. I ain't checked up on him. But whatever. So he walked me out to the car. We get outside. Mind you, it's pouring rain and she get in the car, try to start it. It won't start. That's another sign. Red flags were definitely missed. I can say that. The car not starting. So she over here calling her man, because mind you, it's her man car. I don't know why she had her man car. Maybe he was laid up in the house or just chilling or something. But it's not starting, so she call him. He go outside. No, matter of fact, she told her brother to come back outside with the umbrella. She like, John, the car won't start. Help me. He like, I don't know what to do. Excuse me. That's when she ended up calling her man. So John still out there. He got the umbrella. She like, come with me, I'm about to pop the trunk. He told me to jiggle the engine and tickle the battery. I don't know what he told her to do. Shit, but he told her to do something. Then she cranked it, it worked. So I don't know what he told her to do. I don't know what the car needed. Maybe it needed a little trust and a little prayer, a little rainwater. I don't know, bitch, but it started working. So we ended up going to TJ Maxx, and I'm like, at first I was excited, because I'm like, dang, maybe John could take me home. And this could be the reason we don't go to TJ Maxx. I don't know. But it ended up working. So we went to TJ Maxx. So whatever. We go to TJ Maxx. These hoes got a trunk full of duffels. Okay? And it was like duffels, beach bags, large purses. Like, you know, tote bags. That's what I mean. Tote bags, not duffel bags. So they go up in the trunk. They just pulling shit out. And they like, here, you gonna get this one. It was like a long, black, almost tote beach looking bag. So I'm like, what the fuck I need this for? I told y'all I'm not on that. So I'm really telling them that I'm not finna take nothing or nothing like that. They was like, just take it, because it's gonna look weird if we all walk in with a purse and you ain't got no purse on. So I'm like, how the fuck would that be weird? Maybe I'm just not a purse bitch, which I really wasn't. I did not carry purses back then. If I need anything, matter of fact, I didn't even need nothing. All I carried was my ID and my debit card, which I tucked into my bra, and then my phone was in my back pocket or in my hand. I ain't need no purse. What I need a purse for? So we go in, and they just walking around holding their little purse. I'm holding it some kind of stupid, awkward way. It just didn't seem natural. So I'm just like, oh, they gonna get us. They gonna get us just simply off of me. I feel like I'm throwing off their whole energy, their whole 5-finger discount vibe. Like, it's not giving for me. So I'm just walking around. We in TJ Maxx, mind you. I don't see nothing I want at all. Oh, y'all, another part I skipped. Before we went in, Dria was like, yeah, so this is what we gonna do. I don't know why this was the plan, but this was something like the plan. This is what she said. She said, we're gonna go in, grab some shit that you want, then also grab extra distraction clothes, and then go up into the dressing room and I guess stuff them in the bag. Maybe put them on, put the shirts on under your clothes if you get in shirts, and if you get anything else, stuff it in the bag. And then the extra distraction clothes, just be like, you don't want that. So it looked like, you know, you still walking out with some clothes, like you didn't take nothing, I guess. And she also said, try to find stuff without the ink things on it. The ink, what are they called? I don't know. The things that you gotta pop off. And if you don't pop it off right, it's gonna ink you and the clothes. Try to find stuff without that on there, right? Which was hard because everything had that damn near. So I was like, this ain't for me. I'm not doing it. But that's what she said. Then she said, when you do that, she gonna unlock the car door, and then whoever like leave out, don't lock the car door so they could just go do their shit, like come back. I'm like, you don't think TJ Maxx gonna get suspicious when the same 3 people coming in and out like multiple times? From where we parked at, I could see, all I had to do was like look out the rear view mirror or the back window and see the front door. That's how close we was. So I was like, this is a dumbass plan. Like, I'm young and dumb, don't know much, but I knew that this was dumb as hell. So I'm just like, I'm not doing this. The whole time I'm like, I'm not doing this. So we walking around, mind you, we had split up when we went in. We walking around, and I'm trying to look for them to let them know, like, bitch, look, I can't do this. I'm about to go sit in the car. Couldn't find them. So, but the door was locked, so I needed her to unlock the door. So I'm like looking around for Dria. I ended up walking up on her sister, and I'm like, can you call Dria? I'm about to go to the car. She was like, oh, you got some shit? What you got? Da da da. Let me see. I'm like, I just need to go to the car. I need to step out and make a phone call. Like, my aunt is like trying to call me about my grandma. She ended up calling her. I go over, get the keys, unlock the door. Right, I still got the keys. So, but I sit in the car. They in there for so damn long. I'm like, damn, I didn't know it was gonna take this long. I thought at least one of them would come out with a damn bag, at least. You feel me? Excuse me. Fast forward, I'm in a car, I'm on the phone, I'm scrolling on Instagram. Like, I got so much how to do everything. To the point where I momentarily, like I legit momentarily forgot where I was, what the fuck we was doing, and why we was there. You know, so fast forward, I'm in the car for so long that when I hear somebody frantically like grabbing on a door, bitch, I'm shook. Cause yes, I'm sitting up in this car, I'm locking the door. I don't sit nowhere with no unlocked doors, not in the car, not in the house, not nowhere, not no storage unit, nowhere. So I'm like, who the fuck is yanking on the door? I look out the window. It's the sister, it's Dria's sister. So I opened the door and she was like, you got the keys, where the keys? So I hand her the keys, cause what the fuck? We about to leave Dria. So I'm like, where Dria at? And she was like, matter of fact, she was ignoring me. She just trying to crank up the car. Bitch, tell me why the car wouldn't start. I didn't even think to try to crank up the car because I just knew it was gonna start. I'm like, what's the odds of the car fucking up 2 times in a row? Very likely. The car not starting, she freaking out. She just like, fuck, like, you know, hitting the steering wheel, making it beep. I'm like, making a horn go off. So I'm like, where's Dria? Like, what's wrong? The car not starting up. I'm just asking her questions and she ignoring me. So I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? All it took for that car was not the car not cranking up sent me into a spiral, bitch. I got so anxious. I got so scared because I'm thinking like, how I'm gonna get home. It might sound selfish, but listen, I know what was going on. And I'm just thinking about me right now because I need a way home. I'm thinking like, damn, who do I got to call? Like, who could give me a ride? Who? She's trying to crank the car up. It's ticking. Back then, I didn't know that the battery was dead. Look, I only know that now because I've been in these type of situations like after this. But then I'm like, girl, I don't think it's gonna crank up. Where's Dria? She was like, they got her. So I'm thinking like, bitch, how did you leave? You just left your sister? Like, how did you escape? And she got caught. Like, what happened? And then you so frantic. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm very much confused. So, she ignored me still. I'm asking her question. She ignored me. She got on the phone. She called her brother, John. The car won't start up again. I need your help. Da-da-da. She was like, call, basically, I think he said call Dria man because she was like, I don't think I got his number. Like, I need you to come help me. And he was, I'm assuming because guess he wasn't on speaker, so I don't know exactly what he was saying, but I'm going off of her responses to him, right? So I'm guessing he was like, where you at? She was like, I'm at the TJ Maxx on such and such. And he was like, I'm guessing he was like, I'm off such and such. She was like, damn, you off such and such? Why you over there? Because that shit far as hell. I guess the brother was like, let me try to get Dria man number, because she was like, well, who you gonna call to get Dusty number? I'm just call his ass Dusty because she was like, yeah, who you gonna call to get Dusty number? Like, I don't got Dusty number, this, that, and the third. So he was like, I guess he said he gonna make some calls, and she was like, all right, call me back, hurry up. So mind you, I don't even think John asked why she was panicking. I think he just knew. So he called back maybe 5-10 minutes later with Dusty number. Then y'all tell me why before he gave her the number, she was like, John, I want to talk to you. So I'm like, okay. So he was like, what y'all into? Where y'all at? What's going on? And I'm like, we at TJ Maxx. The car won't start up. And he was like, well, where's Dria? I ain't like, basically he haven't heard Dria say nothing in the background. I'm like, she inside the stove. Like, I know I gotta lie. So he was like, man, why you lying to me? Where's Dria? What's going on? This, that, and the third. So I'm like, Dria's in the stove. Like, the car won't start up. So we need somebody to start the car up. Nobody like, know what to do. We basically stranded and it's raining. He was like, tell me the truth and I'll come get you, or something like that. And I'm like, why don't you just come anyway, Jonathan? Please. I don't got time for these games. Like, you ain't finna have this hoe try to whoop me out my damn wand curls because I done snitched on her, because I know she didn't want me to snitch. Like, I know she didn't want her mama to know what was going on, because John is a snitch. You got that one sibling that snitch, because bitch, I know he a snitch because I was the sibling that snitched. Ho. You ain't finna fuck my night up just because you want to do this, that, and the third. Think your girlfriend had to sneak out and do all this? Nah, I'm snitching. I don't give a fuck. And it's always the youngest. I shit you not. John's trying to get the information out of me. Tell me why 12 pulling up behind her. All I see is the flashing red and blues. The red and blues flashing. I'm like, oh shit, the police here, without even thinking. On God, I was not even thinking. It was just like a reaction. So John was like, put me on speaker, put me on speaker. And he was like going off on the sister. He was like, where the fuck is Dria at? Why are police there? What the fuck y'all got going on? Nah, because I'm telling mama. He started going in. The sister was like, Dria got caught stealing. John, don't tell mama. Like, she not gonna go to jail, because like, I don't know why she said she wasn't gonna go to jail. I feel like maybe she wasn't stealing like the amount that you gotta steal to go to jail. But she was for sure that Dria wasn't going to jail, right? So she was like, John, can you come get us or not? This, that, and the third. He was like, nah, you gonna have to call Dusty. Call Dusty and have him come fix the shit and blah, 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 right? So John give her Dusty number. Oh, no. Yeah, John give her Dusty number. And then he was like, nah, I'm calling mom. I'm telling mama this, that, and the third. Bitch. Bitch. So she called Dusty. I don't know what Dusty was saying, but she was like, Dusty, what, the car won't start again? Like, what did you have her do? Have her shake the engine and jiggle the battery? Like, what did you have her do? Because we need to do it again. So she get out the car, pop the trunk, this and the third, and she just under the thing. And she was like, she told me to crank up the car when she said crank it. So she was like, crank it up. I don't know what she was doing under there, but all I heard was crank it up. So I'm starting to crank it up. Mind you, I'm still going back and forth texting my aunt because the time is dwindling down and I'm anxious as fuck. I'm scared because will I have a place to sleep tonight? The world may never know. Tune in next week for Dragon Ball Z. Like, it was a mystery, bitch. I was scared. So I'm just trying to crank it up. It's not working. I'm like, it's not working. Duh. She like, I hear it ticking, whatever. So she told me to crank it up like 2 more times. It was not giving. It was not working, right? So I was like, she get back in the car. I'm like, what we gonna do? She's soaking wet. She's mad as fuck. And I just didn't know what to do. Yeah, the police is still out there. So we talking, we going back and forth. And she was like, you don't got nobody that could come pick you up? And I was like, I don't think so.
Correction, she said come pick us up because she didn't want to be stranded in the rain either.
So she was like, I'm gonna have to call my mama. And I'm like, damn. How fast you think she could get here? I ain't care shit about you getting in trouble, ho. I need to go home. Call her up right the fuck now. I tried to act sympathetic, like, ooh, you sure you want to do it? How fast you think her ass can get here, bitch? Because I'm finna be stranded. I'm finna be homeless. All that, okay? Mind you, we watching the back. She watching out the rear view mirror and then turning her head. I'm looking out the back window. And it looked like they bringing somebody out of handcuffs. I'm like, that ain't nobody but Dria, because who the fuck else was stealing today? This is TJ Maxx. Ain't nobody hitting them up twice. It's Dria, because Dria is nowhere to be found. I'm like, damn, you really left your sister, huh? So just in the back of my head, yeah, I was judging you, bitch. I left both of y'all, so I can't talk. But y'all, tell me why they bring Dria ass out handcuffed. They patting her down. I don't know why they decide to pat her down after she handcuffed. I don't know how it go. I ain't never been fully arrested before. Oh, tell me why. Tell me why. They start searching her head. I'm like, damn, they trying to embarrass her. And they want her to look fucked up because they could have did that in the stall. The sister's still in denial. I don't know what the fuck. They must have did this before it got caught and then like not ended up going to jail. Because mind you, that happened to me before. I didn't got caught stealing, got in that room. The police came, but we didn't go to jail. So maybe she thought that was gonna happen. I don't know. But her ass is in the back of that car. So she was like, I'm gonna just call my mama. I'm gonna just have to call my mama. But before that, she called John. Mind you, it's been like 20 minutes that had gone by now since we hung up with John. Maybe a little longer than that. Y'all, so tell me why the whole time though, oh my God, this was such a long ass time. I know I'm speeding through it probably, but we was sitting in our car for a long ass time to the point where I'm thinking the police finna come find us, like the TJ Maxx bandits. Yeah, we done got them all. And their dumb ass is dumb enough to still be sitting in the car. I'm thinking like I'm scared as hell. Then I gotta be home. Girl, it was a lot going through my head. So she called John one more time. She was like, John, can you please come pick us up? Please. It sounded like he had a car full of niggas. Like, we probably couldn't even fit up in there. He was like, I'm 10 minutes away. Excuse me. That nigga on the way the whole time. He was just trying to scare her. So he pulled up. He mad as fuck. By this time, was the police still there? I think the police was gone at this point. So, yeah, he pull up mad as shit like, yeah, you always doing shit like, but you and Dria always doing shit like this, da-da-da-da, and I told you not to do this shit with them, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to be like, John, I told him to take me home. Like, I really felt like I had to explain, I was explaining myself to somebody's dad, not my dad, but he just gave dad. I know he would be a good dad. But, yeah, so I'm just like, oh, shit, now I'm finna get in trouble twice. Now I'm finna get my ass chewed out twice. First by John, then by my aunt. So yeah, on the whole way home, he just like giving me this long ass speech, going in on Dria. He kept saying he was gonna tell the mama. I don't know if he ended up telling the mama, but yeah. So y'all, tell me why I get home. We finally pull up to my house. I'm like, oh yeah, you could drop me off here because it was like the street over. At this point, it wasn't pouring down. It was drizzling, right? So I'm still getting wet because I still gotta walk home the rest of the way. So, and John was the type that didn't drive off until he seen you at least go up to your door. You know, so I pretended to walk up to a door. I didn't go in, but then when he drove off, I decided to walk home. I mean, not decided, I proceeded to walk home. So I'm walking home, finally get up to the door, ring the doorbell. Whoo! My aunt must have been looking at the cameras, okay? Because she was like, who dropped you off? I ain't seen no car. And I'm like, how would you see the car? Like, you took forever to come to the door, first of all. So that's how I know she was looking at the cameras. Mind you, I'm soaking wet. My face, I probably had on mascara. I just looked dumb as hell, okay? I just looked dumb. So she was like, where you been? You ain't been doing no hair, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I have. I was doing my friend hair. Like, what, you wanted me to take pictures of it? I must have said something smart. Don't come up in here getting smart up in my house where you're not paying up. Y'all already know. So she was like, hey, you need to go up in there and take a shower, because I know you went at no friend house, wherever the fuck you been. I don't know if she thought I was getting fucked, but when I went into the bathroom and looked at myself, I'm like, yeah, I looked like I was bent over, okay? Like Yvette and Jody. Like, I looked a fucking mess. Like, I do look like I got fucked. So she just kept saying, yeah, and you need to go take a shower, because I don't know where you been. I'm clearly soaking wet. I've been in the rain. You don't know what I've been through. Okay? So, yeah. After I got yelled at for I don't know how long that night, and then the next day I got another long speech on top of that. I ended up finding out that Dria went to jail, y'all. She had to sit in jail over the weekend, like all the way to over the weekend. And she ended up getting community service. Now, she did tell me some more stuff, but tell me why I found out she got community service. And, you know, the time that she spent in jail, it was served with the community service. And that's what John was telling me. So that night, so it's probably like the next night or something. Oh, yeah. That John had called me like the next day to make sure I made it safe and stuff like that. I don't know why he called the next day, because if I was kidnapped, then I'm kidnapped for a whole 24 hours at this point. But whatever, at least he called, right? So, yeah, he was like, yeah, I told you my sister's being this and that, and I told you to stay away, and I told you not to do this, whatever, just going in. And I'm just like in my room. Bitch, I'm laying down in my room just scrolling, probably just on my phone. And I realized this hoe ain't never give me my $25. She ain't never give me my money. Bitch, you think I ever get that money? Y'all think I ever got that money? Maybe she had a little fine from stealing from TJ Maxx. I could imagine that. I don't know. But by the time I had seen her again, it would have been petty to ask for the $25. Like, so I just let it go. Because, girl, it had been so long, and she probably was gone. I mean, I'm sure she remembered that she owed me $25, because when you owe somebody, that shit just don't slip your mind unless you just one of them people. But if I owe somebody, I'm going to pay that shit up, like, straight up. But, yeah, you already know what time it is. Like the video on your way out if you didn't like it on your way in. Leave anything in the comments. Leave a chicken, because you know that's our thing. Make sure you are subscribed so you can be notified when I post. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Bye. I'm about to jump ship. I'm about to abandon the abort mission, ho. Like, I'm not about to do this. Hold up, because this instant getting real disrespectful. Who is this calling me? Wireless caller from Cyprus. Divers Dry-Ins. What the fuck? Mention me in this story. J Minaj next door. Shout out to you. I'm not on Instagram right now. I'm still on my hiatus. But by the time y'all see this video, I'm gonna be back on IG, you know. I'm gonna be, you know, making some posts and stuff, because I got stuff to post. I just be trying to wait for the right time. If you watching the video, it crack you up, you chuckle a little, tag me in the post. Make sure you like the video, though. Make sure you get them angles, okay? At least make it cute, because y'all be doing me wrong. Y'all be boomeranging me, and I be looking like, don't do that. I'm not reposting that shit. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not reposting it. If I'm like, count me out. I'm not reposting it. Don't expect you to see you. Don't expect you to see the repost on my page. I'm not doing that. I like it. I be like, thank you so much for the support, because I really do appreciate it. Because, you know, you don't want to tell nobody broke. But bitch, I was broke. So where that 25? I'm gonna ask you a little bit later.